Hi Aries, welcome to She-ruhz Tarot. Today's read is a general read for the collective of Aries, meaning anybody that has Aries anywhere in their chart, this message is for you. This is also your October 2021 message. And I would like to bring to attention that if you are interacting with another individual, if it's not a personal message for you, which I will read this as it's directed to you personally. However, sometimes these messages, if you're interacting with an individual, depending on how deep your bond is with them, this message can be in regards to how they're going to address you or how you're going to address them. So please be sure to apply that where it's appropriate. Please don't try to signify and force the message to fit a certain situation. It never works out that way. Please accept the message as it is. Leave what doesn't belong to you. And remember that this is a summary of each week of the month, starting as of next week. Tomorrow is the 1st as I'm recording. And so the following week, this is where it begins from there. So please take note of the overall general message for each week. It's a summary of what may occur through that week. As usual, because it's a general, this may or may not be your message. The majority of it may be your message and not all of it. There may be just a piece of it that's yours. But for the most part, because this message is to come, please pay attention, take heed, take note, and apply it again where it's appropriate and let go what does not. And also, I do ask for you to please keep in mind your other natal chart zodiac signs. The Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus are the normals that everybody watches, but please don't disregard the ones that we're born under that people don't pay attention to, that aren't normally addressed, because they can carry some pretty good information there too. All right, as you can see, excuse me, I just had a very big lunch and I'd love to take a nap, but I wanted to get to you. As you can see, I saved clarification for when you came. I have the majority of the cards down. This is first week, second week, third week, and fourth week. And I kept trying to avoid all these darn cards for the second week, but they just kept coming back out. So I gave up. I wanted to actually break it down to where it was just one card so it's not so confusing. Sometimes two is okay, but yeah, the spirit said this is it and that's how it's going to be. So that's what I did. All right, so for our overall energy, we have the Three of Materials, which is the Three of Pentacles. Working together, being successful, being recognized for our accomplishments, being part of a team. Okay? That's the overall energy. For the first week, we have the Muse of Inspiration, which is the King of Wands. And it didn't come out on its side. It came out upright. Oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. The Muse of Inspirations, of course, is the King of Wands, which is focusing on what we want to go after, right? With it being, instead of being upright like this, it's facing this way. So not so much in the full intention of focusing on what we want. We're kind of allowing ourselves to be misdirected a little bit before we take full focus. Okay, so we have a loss of direction slightly. It's not a full gamut. We're not, being self-indulgent only, but we're just kind of getting sidetracked a little bit. Second week, we have the Ten of Materials, which is the Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Six of Materials. Breaking that down, your Forever After, which is your Ten of Materials, that yeah, it's just your forever, your absolute support that you have built on, that is there. You have your strong foundation and it's not crumbling. It is completely solid. and there's a partnership within there, a deep bond within there, and there's equal give and take in there, at least by what these cards are saying at this moment. As we clarify, it can always deviate, and we'll just see as we get there. So we have the Queen of Wands. Notice how they're both facing the same direction. So the Queen of Wands is Queen of Inspiration. Right there for the third week. Can be referring to the same person. Okay? Because you can have your aspects in alignment as far as your fire energy goes. So far, I'm not being shown any aspect of another individual being tied in here. But again, loss of confidence, loss of decisions, loss of not fully. We're on the fence about whether or not we're going to actually push through and go forward and take action something, and possibly just reviewing things instead of, because the Queen of Wands normally just goes flying in. She takes action. And instead, we're kind of sitting on the fence. Are we going to go in and take action? You know, that's the third week. So kind of sitting back and just playing with the matches instead of lighting a complete fire. The fourth week, we have the Ten of Emotions, which is the Ten of Cups, and Justice. So your support system, what makes you happy, can be your family, your friends, a partnership of any alliance, is doing what's right, doing what's just. We have justice with that. And it can be a legal situation, because we do have the Ten of Pentacles here. And the legal situation can be a contract of some form. It can be a court date, court situation. It can be a marriage contract of some form. So again, please take this as it fits, apply it where it's appropriate. But again, don't force that to fit. The bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Materials here. So trying to find balance between home and your job, or your kids and your partner, whatever it may be. You're trying to find balance in there so that one or the other doesn't feel neglected, right? Can be challenging to do. Let's do some clarification and see what all this has to say here. Please clarify the Three of Materials. Well, okay. This one came down like that. Okay, this one's number 1. Hierophant, a contract, a relationship, a partnership. There's a dispute. Could be with a water sign, water element. Maybe need an apology to find peace and harmony within your relationship. There needs to be clarity so you can have a new beginning and choose a new path to move swiftly forward on. So things need to be altered because of a dispute. That way you can have stability and a new beginning, huh? Please clarify Muse of Inspiration in the first week for Aries. And by the way, Muse of Inspiration is you. King of Wands is Aries. So let's see here. We've got Strength, trying to be strong. Oh. You want to possibly resurrect a situation to build on. So you can make a decision about that and go forward. What? We have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck with your partner. Could be your twin. Could be your soul bond. Somebody that you're bonded tightly to. You feel so close to that you sneeze and they have a runny nose afterwards. You know, you guys are so tight that you have an itch and they scratch their arm. You know, that kind of a relationship that it's so tight. And so that's this card for me. Feeling a little beat down, trying to figure out how to have our wish fulfillment, how to fulfill our own wishes. with who we love. Queen of Cups. Please clarify 10 of materials, lovers, and 6 of materials for the second week. Please clarify 10 of materials, lovers, and 6 of materials for the second week of October 2021 for Aries. Oh, goody. Oh, it didn't fall all the way down. Yay. Somebody took pity on me. I am so full from my lunch that bending over, I will probably explode. Okay, so we have the Fool, Knight of Pentacles, and 10 of Swords. So, really, taking a leap to move steadily forward, be cognizant of every step. So you can take a new direction. And the Lovers is also making a decision in regards to a partner of how to have equal give and take. And if you're not going to have equal give and take because there's possible betrayal, it may need to come to an end. But you're being very careful about it and making sure, you're crossing all your T's, dotting all your I's, making sure you want to take a leap in there, but you're listening to your intuition in regards to it. Second week's going to be kind of a decision time for you. All right, so please clarify the Queen of Inspiration for the third week on our side. Please clarify the Queen of Inspiration on our side for the third week of October 2021. Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, and then this came out on its own. So we're wanting to move swiftly towards an earth element or somebody that is financially and emotionally stable. They're not erratic. They're not cold. They're not overwhelming in their, they're not a cup, one of the water cups to where they're just inundating you with emotions. They're not the fire to where they're just so passionate that it can be overwhelming at times. And they're not the sword to where they're keeping everything from you emotion-wise. They are the in-betweener right there. They are the emotionally balanced of everyone. Very earth balanced. But wanting to move swiftly towards could be the Queen of Pentacles itself, a partner. And it can be just wanting to be self-sufficient. But we have the 10 of Cups with that. So you're wanting to move towards your happiness and definitely wanting to move swiftly. We got the 8 of Wands here. And maybe wanting to move swiftly and communicate this, but we don't know if we're worthy of it or not. So we're kind of sitting back and trying to call them in so that you can then figure out what to do from there, to do what's right. Justice and Ace of Wands, create a new exciting beginning, plant a seed, and fill that cup to make yourself happy. Whether it's to have emotional fulfillment right there. For the fourth week, we have the 10 of Emotions, which is 10 of Cups again. And then Justice. Please clarify 10 of Emotions with Justice for the fourth week. 9 of Wands, and that fell out beside it. Okay. create a new exciting beginning. Page of Wands, Six of Wands. It will be victorious. The cycle will come to an end and something new will begin, but there will be independence incurring in this. Nine of Pentacles. Two of Wands, moving towards taking time to heal your mind and reflect on the situation. Page of Cups. Ten of Wands was behind that, feeling pretty overwhelmed. So for the fourth week, we have the Nine of Wands with the Lovers. Feeling pretty beat down. Definitely strong enough to keep pushing through, but you're feeling pretty beat down in regards to this partner, this soul bond, this twin, or a decision needs to come forward on doing what's right to be happy. Ten of Cups. Okay, so that is your fourth week. Fourth week's going to be a little tiring for you. Emotionally, it's going to be a little draining. Let's get some guidance for you. Guidance in for the messages. The wheel. Change. Your destiny. Nine of Wands again. With the Ace of Wands behind that. Oh, goodness. Can you really not say that? Seven of Cups behind that. Two of Cups behind that. Three of Pentacles. There may be more out there for you. They're all saying there are more fish in the sea. No. What's your true calling? Listen to that. Listen to what your true calling is. Look within yourself and you'll find your true calling. And that is what is being directed to you today. There are always more fish in the sea. Sometimes it seems like there aren't. Sometimes it seems like there's a massive drought, and there's a reason for that. Because what is our true calling? And look towards that. All right, so that is your message for the day and for October 2021. Let's look and see what kind of energies we have in here, shall we? And again, remember, I only do majors. I do not do minors. Majors are definable. Minors are malleable. If you don't want know what that means that the minors are like clay. You're making the decisions to change everything as you wish, and the divine and the universe are waiting for you to make that full cognizant decision. Head and heart coming together as one, putting it out to them so that they know what to do. They're just waiting for the message, but they need to know. The more majors you have, then that means they're at work for you. The less majors and more minors you have means they're waiting for you to make a decision. Okay? And if it's a half and half, it's kind of like they're saying, okay, we're going to work for you, but you need to finish making your decision. That kind of a situation. So we have Gemini, Libra. Okay. Sagittarius, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Cancer. What is this up here? Taurus. And there we go. Okay. That is all the energies that are in here. It could be your energy, their energy. Can be both of you guys formulating and mixing those energies together and taking on the energies. It's just the energies that are within the read. Can be, they can very well have these in their birth chart. You can very well have these in your birth chart. That's not necessarily the case on those. It's more so whoever's putting on that energy. Are you being an Aries to where you're aggressive and go after what you want, or are you being a Cancer to where you're wrestling with your own demons trying to make a decision? It's like that energy that you're taking on. So please be sure to apply all of that where it's appropriate. I do look forward to next week's read to see where you're sitting. So please come join me again, and that way we can get you some further guidance if you wish. In the meantime, I look forward to you being able to make your own decisions that's best for you after looking at all the information provided. Please remember that these are summaries of each week, and this is your guidance overall and further messages in regards to this. All right, Aries, until next week, may all your choices be very blessed.